Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 9. We want to explain about the discrete mathematics. There are rules of enumeration, permutation, and combination. I'm Siti and Mardiah as a first speaker in this change. The first topic is syllabus. In this syllabus, there are 4 core competencies. On basic competencies, there are 2 points, namely analyzing the topic about enumeration, permutation, and combination. We can see here there are 5 indicators obtained from basic competencies. As for the basic material that we must achieve on this topic, namely the addition rule, the rule of multiplication, permutation, and combination. And the syllabus, there are 2 learning activities. Next, the second topic is RPP. A. Core competencies. There are 4 the core competencies in this topic, KI1 and KI4, and KI1 and KI2 is living and practicing his religious teaching, and KI3 is understand, apply, and analyze factual, conceptual, procedural, and etc. And the KI4 is processing, reasoning, and presenting in the realm of concept and the realm of the abstract in this topic. Next is B, basic competencies and achievement indicators competence. And there are core competencies in this topic, 3.3 and 4.3, and there are many achievement indicators competence. Next is C, destination learning. After the follow process learning, participants, student, expect could first understand concept rule about enumeration and identify fact on the rules enumeration, like the rules addition, the rules multiplication, permutation, and combination, and track problem contextual. And the third is analyze the rules enumeration. There are the rules addition, the rules multiplication, permutation, and combination. And the fourth is complete the problem about the conceptual that related with the rule enumeration. And the last is present completion problem that relate with rule enumeration, the rule addition, the rule multiplication, permutation, and combination. The next is D, theory learning. There are 4 the learning theory in this topic. First is rule enumeration, and the second is rule addition, the third is rule multiplication, and the last is permutation and combination. What is the method about the learning? A is method learning. Method learning in this topic is approach or scientific learning, and the model learning is discovery learning or learning discovery, and problem-based learning. There are 3 short studies in this topic. Explanation about the topics 3 and 4 will be explained by Siti Syawirah Muslihah.
Bismillah, thank you for a chance. I want to explain about example of discrete mathematics, rule of enumeration, permutation, and combination. and students' problems in learning discrete mathematics, rule of enumeration, permutation, and combination. First, example of discrete mathematics, rule of enumeration, permutation, and combination. Example 1. Raden has 3 shoes, 5 socks, and 2 shoelaces. How many ways can Raden wear shoes, socks, and shoelaces? The answer is shoes set S equals S1, S2, S3 equals 3. The set of socks K equals K1, K2, K3, K4, K5 equals 5. So let's just set T equals T1, T2 equals 2. There are many ways. AS times AK times AT equals 3 times 5 times 2 equals 30 ways. Example 2. Available grapes, star fruit, mango, apples, orange, and salad. Each fruit will be arranged in a row. How many arrangements can the fruit make? The answer is number of fruits n equals 6. Many arrangements of fruit is n permutation from n equals 6 factorial equals 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 720 ways. Example 3. From the 9 participants in the City level mathematics Olympiad, 3 winners will be selected, namely is first place, second place, and the third place. How many different arrangements can you make? The answer is number of participants n equals 9, many choices of objects, first place, second place, third place, r equals 3. Thus, many different arrangements can be formed. R permutation from n equals 3 permutation from 9 equals 9 factorial over 9 minus 3 factorial equals 9 factorial over 6 factorial equals 9 times 8 times 7 over 6 factorial times 6 factorial equals 504 ways. Example 4. Determine the number of words that can be formed from the word Indonesia. The answer is N is number of letters equals 9. K1 is number of letters I equals 2. K2 is the number of letters N equals 2. So the number of words that can be formed are K1, K2 permutation from n equals 2 permutation from 9 equals 9 factorial over 2 factorial times 2 factorial equals 90,720 ways. Example 5. A woman's recent group has 9 members. If each social gathering they sit in a circle, how many sitting positions from mothers can be formed? The answer is n is number of members. So the number of sitting positions that can be formed are cyclist permutation from n equals cyclist permutation from 9 equals 9 minus 1 factorial equals 8 factorial equals 40,320 ways. Next is students' problems in learning discrete mathematics, rule of enumeration, permutation, and combination. First is students are not used to catching concepts correctly. Students have not yet reached the abstraction process and are still in a concrete world. He has not yet come to an understanding which only knows examples but cannot describe them. 2. Students are not fluent in using permutation and combination. The inequality of using previous permutation and combination affects the understanding of other procedures. 3. Students do not understand the meaning of symbols, permutation, or combination. Students only write or say without being able to use it. As a result, the symbols of permutation and combination become meaningless to them. 4. Incomplete knowledge of discrete mathematics will inhibit the ability to solve discrete mathematics problems while student learning is gradual. 5. Students cannot understand the origin of a principle. Students know what the formula is and use it, but do not know where or in what context the principle is used. Okay, that's all. Thank you.